Hello, my name is Boyd McMakin, and I'm with PPL Motorhomes in Houston. And today we're going to be talking about Tekonsha's proportional brake controllers. We're going to be talking about the Voyager, the Primus, the P2, and the P3. Now what we're going to do today, I'm not going to go into every function of the brake controllers. I just wanted to explain a few of the differences between the brake controllers. We have some other videos online that go more in depth into like the P2 and the P3 to give you a little bit more idea of all the exact features. Just wanted to give you a basic overview of what the differences are. We'll start with the Voyager. The Voyager has a patented braking sensor in it that Tekonsha has developed. It was developed years and years ago, and it's a great proportional, which is a step up from a time-based unit. It makes for smoother starting and stopping, so you don't get all the jarring whenever you're stopping. This is their standard line. It doesn't come with any display. Everything is done by a light, as far as whether you're hooked up and how much braking power you have. All that's done by changing color light. And then it has to be leveled when you get it in your vehicle, and it can only be leveled up to 70 degrees. You can't install it in a bunch of different ways like you can some of the other Prodigies. So this is your standard proportional system. When you move up from a Voyager into something like a Primus, the biggest difference is the Prodigy technology that they use as far as sensing when to stop and start and activate your brakes on your trailer. That's the largest difference between the two. Now, on this Primus, there's no level adjustment like there is on the Voyager. It automatically levels it for you. So you still can't turn it upside down, but you can move it up and down a small portion to make it fit onto the dash of your pickup, and it'll level itself. It also has a digital readout that monitors whether you're hooked up or not, and then it just gives you a code on whether your vehicle is hooked up and what it's doing. You have to translate the code to what it means. You also have a boost feature that'll allow you to increase or decrease the amount of power that it's sending out depending on the size of your trailer. So we moved from the Voyager into the Primus. The next thing that Tekonsha came out with was the P2. A little bit better display, has a few more options within the display, and then it also allows you to rotate it vertically 360 degrees. And that comes into play whenever you have a certain truck where you can't mount it on the dash in a certain place. By being able to rotate that, you can mount it in many different places. This also has a reverse battery protection built into it that the other ones don't. And then it works on hydraulic electric brakes, or electric over hydraulic brakes, as well as just your standard electric brakes. You do have to set this one, but it does work on both hydraulic over electric and regular electric brakes. Now when you move up into the P3, you're going to get the same things in the P2, except you're going to get a much better display. Instead of it giving you a code, it's going to tell you what's happening. Trailers connected, things of that nature. It's going to tell you what's wrong written out in plain English here. It also has a few other languages that you can program into it. And the electric over hydraulic brake feature in this is just a matter of a toggle switch, whereas you got to set it up on the Prodigy. It also gives you a few other little features like battery voltage and amperage and things like that that you can get on your Readout that you can in some of the other ones. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot of difference, but there are some features that can help you when you get into electric over hydraulic brakes and a digital readout that you can read. Main differences though are the Prodigy technology compared to the braking sensor technology, and the hydraulic over electric brakes, and the readout on the P3 here. Each of the P2 and P3 come with a pocket that you can take the controller in and out of your truck, and on the P3 you get a case. The Primus is not a pocket, it's just a snap out, and the Voyager has a regular clip that you put on. It's a more permanent mount. Now, Each of these have the quick connect features on them that you can go onto the site and pick out the adapter that you need for your particular vehicle. It makes hooking these up much quicker. You don't have to wire them. Now, if you did want to wire them, each of the brake controllers come with a wiring harness that you would wire into your vehicle, but instead of wiring it, it's much easier to go with a adapter if there's one made for your vehicle. So check online for that. You can also buy a lot of the things separate as far as the pocket if you want to put this in another vehicle, so you can take your Prodigy out of one vehicle and put it in another one without having to buy another controller. You can just buy an adapter for your second vehicle and a pocket. So all that is sold separately. Once again, this is Tekonsha's proportional line of brake controllers. Hopefully this helped.